Welcome back to the Biker's Lab. This is where riders come to find out why it works, how it works, and where we provide you with the information you need to make an educated decision on your next purchase. I'm John Boucher, and most of us that ride a motorcycle have invested in a helmet to protect the one and only brain that we have in our head. You can pick up an entry-level helmet for a couple $100, or you can get the AGV that Valentino Rossi wears for about $1,400. Either way, it's not money you want to throw away. So today we want to look at some problems that you might run into and what you can do to protect this investment. As long as you're not crashing or dropping your helmet on the ground, the outside shell of your helmet is easily maintained. Warm soap and water is probably your best bet to remove bugs, dirt, and grime. Make sure you use a soft cloth or a toothbrush for the more stubborn spots. By keeping the shell clean and replacing your old visor with a new one once a year, the outside of your helmet will stay forever young. On the inside of the helmet's where we can run into some issues. After a while, the dead skin and sweat from your head and neck can produce an odor that becomes an unpleasant partner for future rides. In addition to not wanting to put something on your head that smells like a bag of used gym socks, we want to avoid wearing a helmet that harbors bacteria. If the inside gets damp or wet from riding through a rainstorm, sweating, or washing it, then you're left with the perfect environment for the growth of bacteria and fungus. A wet or even damp helmet can also add to fogging issues with your visor. At the Biker's Lab, we start with a very basic premise for any product that we look at. What problem does this solve? At some point, you're going to get stuck with a wet or damp helmet that can harbor bacteria and fungus, cause fogging, or leave you with an unpleasant odor. Another problem is being at a track day and taking off and then having to put back on a sweaty, wet helmet. These are the problems. The solution is to dry your helmet in a way that doesn't take forever and doesn't ruin the helmet in the process. You can wash your removable liner by throwing it in a net laundry bag with some regular detergent on the delicate cycle in cold water. But you cannot throw that same liner in the dryer because we all know what happens to things in the dryer. They shrink. Okay, I'll just use a hair dryer. Wrong. The heat might melt the plastic pieces that attach your liner to your helmet or affect the structural integrity of the liner and cause it to shrink. Another option would be to let it air dry, but who knows how long that'll take and how do you know when it's 100% dry? The best solution is the helmet dryer, and the one that we most recently put on the Biker's Lab microscope is the Capit brand dry helmet model. Comprised of an aluminum base with a hard plastic exterior shell. The interior holds a fan and a heating element. These are available in black or silver in both 220 and 110 volts. The ergonomic design ensures maximum airflow and stability for both on and off-road helmets. The motor and the fan in this unit is so quiet that you almost can't hear it. Just listen. Now we know that heat can help speed up the drying process, but as we mentioned earlier, too much heat can melt or shrink the parts of your interior liner. This helmet dryer has a controlled warming element that's been tuned to the safe zone and will not exceed 104 degrees Fahrenheit or 42 degrees Celsius. Sometimes it's hot enough, so you have the option to run it at room temp. These switches on the back allow you to choose. Flip the green switch to circulate room temp air and the red switch to add the heating element. Within 15 minutes, you can have a dry helmet that's ready to get back out there, or you have a bacteria and odor-free helmet that's ready to be stored until your next ride. At around that $199 mark, this is an investment in the fit, feel, and life of your helmet. And it's a time saver that you'll be glad you have. That's another lesson from the lab, so I hope we provided you with the information that you need to make an educated decision on your next purchase. Until next time, I'm John Boucher, and I'm going back to the lab.